Hello, and welcome back. So here we're going to be looking at composite functions. So this is where a function goes inside another function. This is a higher only topic, but once you understand the idea, it becomes really straightforward. So grab a pen, pause the video when you need to, and let's get started. So the objective here is to form and evaluate composite functions such as f g of x and g f of x. So a quick definition before we get started, a composite function applies one function inside another. So it is where a function is input into another function. So if we have fg of x, it means we first need to evaluate f of g, and then the result is inputted into f of x, and that is the output. So here's a quick example so you can see what we mean by this. So we have f of x is 2x plus 1 and g of x equals x squared. So we need to find f of g of 3. So firstly, we need to evaluate what g of 3 is. So g of 3 is what happens when our input is 3. So if we take the function g, so that takes an input and squares it. So g of 3 is going to be 3 squared, which is 9. But now we want to find f of 9, okay? So we take our output from the g of 3 and we input it into f. So we work out f of 9, so that is 2 times 9 plus 1. 2 times 9 is 18, and then plus 1 becomes 19. So the answer to this question is 19. So for part B, we need to find g of f of 2. So again, we need to work out f of 2 first, and then the output of f of 2 needs to be input into g. So if we work out f of 2, we end up with 2 times 2 plus 1. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 plus 1 is 5. So f of 2 is 5, but then we're going to use that output as our input into g. So we're going to work out g of 5. So g of 5 is going to be 5 squared, and 5 squared is 25. So the answer to this question is 25. The last one, we're finding f of 3. So again, firstly, we need to work out what f of 3 is. So f of 3 is 2 times 3 plus 1, which is 7. And then we're going to use that as our input into f again. So we're now going to work out f of 7. So f of 7, we're going to do 2 times 7 plus 1. So 14 plus 1, that's 15. So the answer to this question is 15. So this time we are evaluating composite functions where the answers are going to be expressions. So this time we are inserting g directly into f. So we don't have a value of what g is. We actually just need to put it into f to obtain what the output would be. So in this case, what we're going to do is replace every value of x in f with g, because g is our input. So it's going to be 3 times x plus 4, because x plus 4 is g, and then minus 5, because the function f takes the value of x, it multiplies it by 3, and then subtracts 5. So our input value to this function is g, so our x is going to be x plus 4. So if we expand the brackets, we end up with 3x plus 12 minus 5. So the answer to that question is 3x plus 7. So the next one, our input this time is going to be f of x. So we're going to replace everything in g, so all of the input values of g, with f of x. So this time it's going to be 3x minus 5 and then plus 4, because 3x minus 5 is our f, and that is the input that we're inputting into g. So the answer to this question is 3x minus 1. So here's another question. So this time we are inputting g into f. So all of the x values in f become g. So it's going to be 1 over x squared minus 1, because we're replacing the x in f with our g function. So we end up with 1 over x squared minus 1. So that becomes 1 over x squared take away 1. And that is the answer to that one. The next one, we're inputting f into g. So this time we're replacing all of the x values in g with the function f. So this one is going to be 1 over x squared minus 1, because this is our input and we're putting it into g. So here's an exam style question on this topic. So we have given that f of x is 2x minus 3 and g of x equals x squared. Firstly, we need to find an expression for fg of x, and then we need to find the value of x when fg of x is equal to 13. So if you want to have a go at this question, pause the video for a moment and have a quick go at this, and I'll go through the answer in a moment. Okay, so well done if you managed to have a go at that. So the first part, we are finding fg of x. So we are inputting g into f. So this time, wherever you see an x in f, we're replacing it with g. So it's going to be 2x squared minus 3, because the x in f of x is going to become x squared, which is g. And then part B, we're trying to find the value of x when fg of x is equal to 13. So we need to equate fgx, so 2x squared minus 3 to 13. So if we solve this, we add 3 to both sides. So 2x squared equals 16. Dividing both sides by 2, we have x squared equals 8. And then x is going to be the square root of 8. Now, it's actually going to be plus or minus the square root of 8 because all square numbers have 2 square roots, a positive and a negative. So we can write this as plus or minus the square root of 8. And to be honest, we can just leave the answer as that. That is absolutely fine. Okay. So here are 5 quick-fire practice questions on this topic. Pause the video if you want to have a go at these, and I'll reveal the answers in a moment. Okay, so here are the answers. Well done if you managed to get those correct. If you didn't, maybe go back to earlier parts of the video and go through some other examples to see where you went wrong. But that's everything for this video. If you enjoyed that, feel free to watch some of the other videos on functions. But otherwise, I'll see you again in another video. Okay, bye.